All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back for week 5 here in Renegade Racing for the Thursday Night Thunder Series. Tonight, we're hitting up Martinsville, the paperclip. These guys will have 100 laps in the feature. We will have heat races tonight. The heat races will consist of 4 cars per heat, and they will be running 8 laps tonight. And then iRacing will be setting the field for the feature following all the heat races. These guys got about 10 minutes left in practice. We started up a little early. Let you guys see some of these guys turning some practice laps. Because once practice is over, we'll move straight into the heat races. Shout out to Liam in the chat. Says Barry has the fastest lap in practice. Shocker. Yeah, Barry seems to be fast everywhere he goes and everything he drives. We do have some newcomers tonight, as you see on the screen here. DJ Kenner in the number 32. New driver here in Renegade Racing. Happy to have him on board. A lot of drivers must be content. I'm only seeing 3 cars on the track right now. All right, they've got about 5 minutes left in practice, so with that, let's go ahead and hit this race info. As I stated early, welcome to Renegade Racing's Thursday Night Thunder Series. We are in Week 5 here at Martinsville Speedway, also known as the Paperclip. We're under the lights here tonight. We've got 65 degrees, 0% humidity, clear skies, 1 mile per hour wind. Of course, we couldn't do this without Seibert Productions. Big shout out to Seibert Productions, owned and operated by Chris Seibert. Contact Seibert Productions for all of your video and editing needs. 100 laps of door-to-door action here at Martinsville. This half-mile track, it should be interesting tonight. Looking forward to it. We'll see. We might have some people pop in the booth with me throughout the race. We'll see what happens. Take a look at Ben Ryan here in the 67, also a new driver here in Renegade, making his debut tonight. And I see the Canadian flag down there, so we do have another Canadian. Tollison seems to be topping the board there in practice. Robert Warren's not too far behind him. Newcomer Ben Ryan. Third fastest at the moment, Eric Copperthorne, sitting fourth. League owner Johnny Hurst sitting fifth. Hello to Royal Mudkip in the chat. Guys, make sure you're smashing the like button on the stream. Share it out. We appreciate all the likes and shares here at Ruff-Neck-Racing-Network. I don't know. I see Interstate Batteries and makes me think of Kyle Busch, and I don't like Kyle Busch. Another newcomer tonight. He's number 19 in the race, but got a number 77 on the paint scheme. That's Brad Stanley. He'll be making his Renegade debut tonight also. 30 of James Wagoner in the field. Who do you think is going to win Heat 1? You know what? I'll give you my prediction, I guess, when we actually find out who's in Heat 1. iRacing decides that all on its own. I am showing 18 cars in the field tonight, so great to see Renegade growing week by week. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that without a bunch of stuff coming up on the screen that's just going to hurt the presentation. I've got a little thing here. When it gives me a grid available, I'll be able to click on it and it'll show it. We'll be using the smaller ticker here on the left. for now because there's heat races. And then when we hit the 100 lap feature, we'll switch to the ticker that goes across the top. I like it a lot better than this on the left. That is going to wrap up practice. These guys are going to get ready to go racing here. As you see, heat number 1 here, you're going to have Brian Tiffany starting on the pole, Barry Tollison to his outside. Then you'll have Sam Lucier starting 3rd, and Ben Ryan starting in 4th. We wait on these cars to get gridded here. And for those that weren't here earlier, these are 8-lap heat races. There will be 4 cars per heat. We're going to see that pace car dip off. We're getting ready to go racing here in heat number 1 at Martinsville Speedway. Green flag waves. We're racing here in Renegade Racing's Thursday Night Thunder Series. Barry Tollison gets a great jump on that restart. Gets a little tap there on the restart. I don't know if he missed the gear or what happened, but still shot out front. You got the 28 of Barry Tollison leading, the 35 of Brian Tiffany sitting second. See Sam Lucier going out to the outside. He might have overdrove the corner a little there. Newcomer Ben Ryan trying to work on Brian Tiffany here. Right here's where the action is, folks. The 67 is able to clear the 35. 35 looking to shoot back underneath the 67. Ben Ryan able to complete that pass. The 5 gets loose in the background, smacks the inner wall. It's going to be heavy damage for Sam Lucier there. Got Brian Tiffany here in the 35 looking to try and make another move on the 67. Scrubs the wall just a little bit. Barry Tollison out to the races here in heat number 1. Barry comes across the checkered line there. We'll have 2 laps left here in heat number 1. The battle continues for P2 back here. We have Brian Tiffany and Ben Ryan battling it out. White flag is going to wave here in heat number 1. Your leader, Barry Tollison. Nobody's had anything for him this heat race. Ben Ryan trying to make up some ground here. Newcomer Ben Ryan able to hold off Brian Tiffany for that P2. Brian Tiffany comes out third. Sam, after taking heavy damage from hitting that inside wall, is going to walk away fourth from this first heat race. Heat number 2 as we wait for these guys to get gridded up. Heat race number 2, we'll have Robert Healy starting first on the inside. DJ Kenner, newcomer, number 32, is going to be starting on his outside in second. Adam Sprinkle, race winner here already in the Thursday Night Thunder Series. He was our league opening winner. He'll be starting third in this heat race. And another owner / operator here in Renegade Racing, Mr. Ryan Hunter, he's starting fourth. Poor Sam. First it was Charlene leaving him, and now this. Yep, Sam's having a rough night so far. Those super late models start rolling off the grid here. Heat number 2, another 8 laps. Barry Tollison dominates the first heat. They come around the exit of 4, now on the front stretch. They'll go by for one more lap, and then we will be green flag racing here in heat number 2. As the league grows and we get more drivers involved, the heat races will include more drivers. So we're moving everything up as we go and grow. Pace car is going to dip off. We're about to go green here. Green flag is going to wave. Robert Healy with a good start there. But here comes that 77. Adam Sprinkles, the 45 brushes the wall. 77 is able to clear to the inside. 32 of DJ Kenner is also able to clear the 45 of Robert Healy. Robert Healy loses it in the middle of the track. Yellow will fly. Ryan Hunter just missed disaster there. Able to squeak by the 45. I don't think he got any damage. Take a look at that Aussie car. Car looks clean. But no damage done. And that's one question I did not ask. I don't know if the pace laps are going to count during the heat races or not. We'll find out together when they go back green. It'll either reset to when the caution flew or these laps are going to count. Lights are still on the pace car. See, I'm going down the back stretch here. Pace car is going to dip off. Green flag wave. 77 gets a good launch on that restart. The 32 did not get going there. Might have missed a gear. 77, Adam Sprinkle sprints out to the lead. It appears those pace laps did count, ladies and gentlemen, so we are on lap 6 of 8 already. Your leader, Adam Sprinkle, 27 of Ryan Hunter in tow, trying to run down that 77. They did not count, it just reset. So we are on lap 3, coming to lap 4 when they cross. '77 Adam Sprinkle was the season opening winner at Lanier, I think is how you pronounce the track. Not sure. Okay, he's back there. '77 out front with about a half-second lead over the 27 of Ryan Hunter. DJ Kenner sitting there in P3. Lap 7 of 8 here in heat race number 2. '77 will see the white flag here, lap 8 of 8. But the battle appears to be back here with the 27 and the 32 of DJ Kenner. Can Kenner get around Hunter? Hunter with a solid exit off of 4 there, able to hold off DJ Kenner. Good battle there in heat number 2. Barry Tollison, your winner in heat number 1. Adam Sprinkle, your winner here in heat number 2. Take a look at the grid here in heat number 3. You've got Chris Ramsey riding in the number 13 machine, starting P1. Tyler Barnes starting to his outside in second. Robert Warnes, a race winner here in Renegade Racing Thursday Night Thunder Series. He won in week number 2. And then Eric Copperthorne rounding it out in 4th for heat race number 3. These guys get rolling. Chris Ramsey sporting the Sunny D Super Late model tonight. Good looking paint scheme. Take a look at Tyler Barnes there sitting in P2. Robert Warnes. And the always fast Eric Copperthorne. I've got a feeling that this heat will be a good one right here. I think we'll see some battling. Tyler Barnes looking to rebound from last week. Unfortunate accident put him out early. Hated to see that for Tyler, but he is back this week. Looking for a podium. That pace car is going to dip off down to pit road. We're going to exit turn number 4. The green flag is going to wave. We're racing here in heat number 3. Tyler Barnes on that outside, getting a good run, takes away the first spot from Chris Ramsey. Chris Ramsey sitting second. Robert Warren's waiting patiently in third. We saw Eric Copperthorne get a little high there on entry. Tyler Barnes leading right now. Chris Ramsey sitting back in the P2 position. Robert Warren's currently sitting third on lap 3 of 8. Tyler Barnes riding comfortable out in P1 right now. Putting some distance between him and the second place of Chris Ramsey. And the battle is about to heat up back there with the 95 and the 13. Let's see how hard the 95 pushes it in this heat race. Oh, as you see the 95 and the 13 make contact. Go back and take a look at it here. 95 of Robert Warren's and the 13 of Chris Ramsey get into it right here. Let's yeah, just a little contact between the 95 and the 13. Luckily, Copperthorne was able to squeeze by. He may have gotten a little bit of damage from that brush with the wall. I guess you call that a broadcaster's jinx. I don't know what you call that. But as soon as I say something about Robert, see how hard Robert pushes. He literally pushes. Caution does fly. Caution laps are not counting in these heat races, so the ticker at the top will reset when they go back green. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what race control calls here. I'm honestly not even sure who is. Okay. But we do have race control making calls. We've just got the radios turned off in case guys get pissed off and start cussing one another. I know my uncle James Wagner is watching out there, and I know he loves to hear the drivers getting mad at one another, but it gets kind of distracting for me up here in the booth trying to talk to you guys and hearing them come through the radio. Matter of fact, we'll take a look. From the James Wagner welding blimp, flying high above Martinsville Speedway. They'll get lined back up here and get ready to go back racing. Pace car is going to dip off. Looks like a single file restart here. Tyler Barnes will lead them to the green flag. Green flag waves. Tyler Barnes with a great jump. Eric Copperthorne sitting in second, number 98. Chris Ramsey sitting back there in third. We take a look here, the 98. Looking to make, may have overdriven the exit just a little bit, gets a little squirrely, able to collect it. 98 trying his best to get to that number 1 of Tyler Barnes. White flag is out, last lap here in heat number 3, the 98. Eric Copperthorne brushes the wall a bit. Will the 13 of Chris Ramsey be able to take advantage of that? Tyler Barnes wins heat race number 3, followed by Eric Copperthorne, Chris Ramsey, and Robert Warnes. We'll get ready for heat race number 4 here. We're going to have Dylan Grace, last night's truck winner over in Ruff-Neck at Rockingham. Congrats on that win, Dylan. He'll be starting P1 in this heat race. Gary Miller will be starting to his outside. Newcomer Brad Stanley will start behind Dylan in row number 2. And newcomer Christy Webb will round out this heat, starting 4th. Take a look at some of the paint schemes we've got on the track tonight. Always like seeing the different paint schemes. It appears that Brad Stanley did not grid. Take a look at Gary Miller here. His Ski-Doo paint. Christy Webb rocking the Monster Energy. So we haven't even made it to the feature yet, ladies and gentlemen. And we've already had some beating and banging in the heat races. Barry Tollison, Adam Sprinkle, Tyler Barnes, your 3 heat winners so far. Who's it going to be in heat number 4? Pace car is going to dip down pit road. We're going to go green flag racing here in heat number 4. Dylan with a great jump on that inside line. Christy Webb will clear the 15 of Gary Miller. Oh, the 363 and the 15 make contact. Caution will fly. Go back and take a look here. Riding on board with the 363 of Christy Webb. Goes a little high. The 15 comes to her inside. And then they just meet in the middle off the exit. Take a look at the 12 of Dylan Grace there, Liam's favorite teammate. As stated earlier, he was the winner in the Ruff-Neck Truck Series last night at Rockingham. Oh, and we're going to have some beef in the chat between Liam and Mr. Ryan Hunter. Not sure what happened to Brad Stanley, if he just saw the racing action and decided he wasn't going to turn a lap, or anything could have happened. Guys, Guys have been losing power, losing internet. Been happening quite a bit lately over in the Ruff-Neck series. While we're pacing, though, we would like to invite everyone. We have a Super Speedway series on Mondays with Ruff-Neck Racing. Those lobbies open at 7 p.m. We have a truck series on Wednesdays that opens at 7 p.m. And then we have the super late model short track action here in Renegade on Thursdays. Everything is broadcasted. Everything is race controlled. Great laid back leagues. Come out, race with us, have some fun. Lights are off on the pace car. It should dip off right here. We should get back to racing here in heat number 4. And once again, we'd like to thank Seibert Productions for coming on board and helping out with Renegade Racing this season. Any of your video and editing needs, contact Seibert Productions. He'll be happy to help you out. Green flag's going to wave here. Lap 3 of 8 here in heat race number 4. Dylan Grace with a great jump on that green flag. Christy Webb riding P2 in that 363 Monster Machine, followed by Gary Miller in the 15. We're halfway through heat race number 4, lap 4 of 8. Dylan Grace still your current leader. Christy Webb trying to run him down, riding P2. Coming to lap 6 of 8 here in heat race number 4. Your leader still Dylan Grace, able to put a little bit of space between him and P2 setter Christy Webb. Got about a 1.5 second gap between him and the second place currently. See the 15 of Gary Miller here struggling with heavy damage. .363 has some damage on the front end. The nose is dented in a little bit. White flag waves here in heat race number 4. Dylan Grace still your leader. He comes down the back stretch. He will enter 3. He will exit out of 4. And he will see the checkered flag here in heat race number 4. Your winner, Dylan Grace, followed by Christy Webb and then Gary Miller. So contact in heat race number 4. That's 2 of the 4 heat races we've seen a little contact. And this should be the last heat race, I believe, heat race number 5. Your grid. We've got Doge, James Wagoner in the number 30 machine. Will start on that inside. Richard Jackson will start to his outside in the number 53 machine. And Johnny Hurst will start third in heat race number 5. Make sure you guys are checking out Renegade Racing next week. We will head to Nashville Fairgrounds next Thursday for 100 laps of action. Hope to see you all there on the track or in the broadcast. Lights are off on the pace car. It should dip off here, and we should go racing here in heat number 5. As it does dip off, they will roll out of 4 into that restart zone. The green flag will wave. James Wagner with a good start there on the inside, followed by Johnny Hurst on the inside. Both able to clear the 53 of Richard Jackson. Three fast cars here in the last heat race, so this one will be interesting. 35 goes up high. Not sure if he overdrove the entry and just lifted a little bit, or if, can't say he's saving because it's a heat race and there's only 8 laps. But with the 30 going high, you've got the 58 of Johnny Hurst now leading in heat race number 5, followed by the 53 of Richard Jackson. Sporting the extreme dirt racing paint scheme this week. Back out front with the leader, we are halfway in heat race number 5. Johnny Hurst in that Interstate Batteries paint. Looking to put a gap between him and second place Richard Jackson. You see the 30 looking to the inside of the 53, not able to get there this lap. Will he try it again? Like the 30 gets there, and then he may have lifted a little bit so he didn't make contact with the 53. Back out front, your leader Johnny Hurst. Lap 7 of 8, we will see the white flag. As they roll down the back stretch, they will enter 3. 58 will exit turn 4. We will see the white flag wave. Lap 8 of 8 here in heat race number 5 at Martinsville Speedway. Johnny Hurst still your leader. Richard Jackson riding in second. James Wagner riding in third. Johnny Hurst able to win heat race number 5. Richard Jackson comes home second. James Wagner comes home third. We'll take a look at the starting grid here for this 100-lap feature. These guys will have one fast repair. They'll have plenty of fuel in the tank. They will not have to stop for fuel. They'll have one set of tires behind the wall. Take a look at the grid here. You've got Barry Tollison starting on the pole. Adam Sprinkle to his outside. That'll be row number 1. Row 2 will be Tyler Barnes, followed by Dylan Grace. Row number 3, you'll have Johnny Hurst and Ben Ryan. Row number 4, you'll have Ryan Hunter and Eric Coppathorne. Row number 5, Christy Webb and Richard Jackson. Row number 6, Brian Tiffany and DJ Kenner. Row number 7, we'll have Chris Ramsey and Gary Miller. Row number 8, James Wagner and Sam Lucier. Robert Healy will start 17th. Robert Warrens will start 18th. And Brad Stanley, if he chose to grid in the feature, I don't think he did, so we will have 18 drivers here in this feature event. 100 laps of action here at Martinsville Speedway. Happy to have everyone here for the Thursday Night Thunder Series here with Renegade Racing. Once again, we'd like to thank the sponsor, Seibert Productions, and Chris Seibert. We saw some bumping and tussling with just 4 cars on the track. What are we going to see with 18 here at Martinsville Speedway? Let me hear what you're thinking, chat. Is it going to be chaos, or is everybody going to get it cleaned up and we're going to see some green flag racing here? Pace car is going to dip off. They will get ready to go racing here. Green flag waves. 28 and a 77, both getting a good launch on that initial start, and we've already wrecked. Let's take a look at what happened here. I think we just lost the whole back end of the field. I have to go back and take a look from a different point of view. My guess is it's just going to be a checkup on the restart. So not the start we were looking for here at Martinsville. Get the cautions out of the way and get some green flag racing in here. Hopefully guys didn't get too tore up in that. Take a look at the 35 of Brian Tiffany in the box. Probably got some damage. The 30 of James Wagner had to go to pit road. That's unfortunate for the guys in the back. Everyone like the accordion effect. He's got some right side front damage. He is able to make it out in front of the pace car, so that's good news for the 30. I don't think he went a lap down. I think the 30 made it out just in time. It appears Tiffany may have retired for the evening. Well, that's definitely the goal. Any type of racing that you have, you definitely want to see green flag runs. Pace car's going to dip off. We're going to go back green flag racing here after that first caution of the night. Green flag's going to wave. We're going to go to this camera. Oh, we see somebody. 95 looks like he shoots out a line in the back. Barry Tollison has won 2 in a row here in the Thursday Night Thunder Series. Can he make it 3 tonight here in Martinsville? Caution flag will fly. Oh my goodness, the back half of the field just died again. I'll have to go back and take a look at what happened here. Looks like the 363 gets into the back end of Ryan Hunter in the 27. And unfortunately, that's going to cause a checkup. 32 checks up to avoid the 323, and then it's just chaos after that. Pace cars out here again at Martinsville Speedway. Caution number 2 on the night. We are in week 5 here in the Thursday Night Thunder Series. We've got Adam Sprinkle with the win. Robert Warrens has a win. And as stated earlier, Barry Tollison has won the last 2 races in a row. These guys have 1 fast repair. They've got 1 set of tires behind the wall. Enough fuel to make it to the end. So fuel will not be a thing tonight. It'll just come down to somebody decides to go in and take tires at some point. So it'll be interesting to see those strategies play out. We are now 1 to green. The lights will go out on the pace car. These guys will get gridded up side by side. We will go back green flag racing here. Pace car is going to dip off, and we are going to stick with this camera angle so we can see the entire field on this restart. '78 fires off. 28, I'm sorry, the 28 of Barry Tollison fires off P1. 77 of Adam Sprinkle and Tyler Barnes round out your podium right now. Lap 12 of 100 here at Martinsville Speedway. Under the lights, beautiful night, clear skies. Great night for racing. Here's everybody's gotten settled down a little bit and gotten single filed out. Barry Tolson's led every lap tonight. We have had 2 early cautions. I believe the drivers have got it figured out. Move through the field here and see if we've got any battles taking place. Got the 98 of Eric Copperthorne looking to make a move on Christy Webb in that 363. See the 45 of Robert Healy on pit road. Like heavy right side damage on that car. Back out front with your leader, Barry Tollison, as we come to lap 17 of 100 here at Martinsville Speedway. If we stay green, this is where it'll get interesting. You'll start to see tires come into effect. Go through the field here, you start to wonder who's trying to save a little bit. Yellow flag will wave. Caution number 3 here in the Thursday Night Thunder Series. '98 gives the 363 a little tap. And unfortunately, the 30 of James Wagner couldn't get stopped in time. Makes contact with the 363. So we had contact between the 98 of Eric Copperthorne and the 363 of Christy Webb. We'll have to see what race control sees there. That's not my job. My job is just to sit here and talk and sound like an idiot. So we will let race control make those calls. Got Viper Sab in the chat saying, "Go, go, Lucier! Cheers!" Yep, Robert Healy has said in the chat he has retired for the evening. He forgot to turn his tires off. So he would be hurting come the end of the race. Pace laps do count in this feature. These guys do have one fast repair. You just hate to use it this early in the race. All the lights go off on that pace car, so it is going to hit pit road and we're going to go back racing here. Barry Tollison still out front. They'll come back to the restart zone and fire off here. Green flag waves. You see the 28 of Barry Tollison getting a great jump. 77 of Adam Sprinkle able to clear the one of Tyler Barnes. Business starting to pick up here in this first 5. Seeing some respectful racing up front, though. Everybody's being respectful and too early to push the issue right now. Still a lot of racing left to go. We're only a quarter of the way through this race. See the back of the field back here. Let's go back and see how the racing is going back here. I think I did it again. Broadcasting curse. '95 Robert Warren's at 363. Caution flag's going to wave here again at Martinsville. Coming to lap 28 of 100. Take a quick commercial break. We will be right back.
Ruff-Neck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagner Welding. Wagner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
We are back. They are stacked up side by side. We are going to go back racing here at Martinsville Speedway. Couple of cautions early. Green flag waves. We're back racing lap 30 of 100 here at Martinsville. Barry Tollison with another great restart, followed by the 77 of Adam Sprinkle, the 1 of Tyler Barnes. The 12 of Dylan Grace goes around. I don't know if there was contact or if he just lost it himself. We'll have to go back and take a look here. Riding with the 12 of Dylan Grace here. Contact from the 27 of Ryan Hunter. Sam Lucier nowhere to go. Well, as Denny Hamlin would say, as much as I hate the guy, that's just short track racing. We kind of expected these guys to beat and bang tonight, and that's exactly what we're getting. These guys up front, probably not liking the cautions, but probably liking these pace laps, not putting any wear on those tires. It's just that much longer they'll be able to stay out. As I stated earlier, fuel will not be an issue tonight. They have more than enough to complete this feature without having to take a single drop on pit road. And at this point of the race, with the cautions and the different braking zones, you're going to start to see a little anger come out of some of these drivers. You're going to see some frustration. Lights are off on the pace car, so we'll get ready to go back racing here. They come down the back stretch and enter turn 3. They'll roll off 4. Back into that restart zone. Barry Tollison will be the control car. Great launch from the 28 of Barry Tollison. Adam Sprinkle in that 77, looking to hold off that 1 of Tyler Barnes. As they get single filed back out here in the front, we will go through the cameras, take a look at any battles that we may have going on throughout the field. It's been bad luck every time I've done this so far, but can't just watch the leaders all night. Take a look at the 5 of Sam Lucier sitting P12 currently. A lot of these cars towards the back of the field do have some damage. See the front end of that 5 machine dented in a little bit. Robert Warren's a race winner here in the Thursday Night Thunder Series, sitting P16. We jump back out front with the number 28 machine of Barry Tollison. So he enters 3 and will come out of 4, hit the stripe, and we will be lap 40 of 100. Go back and take a look here. We're riding with the 32 of DJ Kenner. Not seeing anything there. There it is. Take a look at the 77 of Adam Sprinkle here. The one of Tyler Barnes is going to go to the inside of the 77. 77 gets a little loose, tags the wall. '67 had nowhere to go there. Ben Ryan. For the new battle up front, we're going to see Barry Tollison, Tyler Barnes, and Johnny Hurst battle it out on this next restart. If we can spot some of the damage on that 77, he may have went in and used his fast repair. Like the 5 has a clean race car. Go through the field here, spotting damage. The 27 may have some front end damage. See that nose of that car mashed in? Might still be a little bit of damage on the nose of the 30 machine there of James Wagner. Pace car is going to dip off. Once again, we will go green flag racing here at Martinsville Speedway. They'll come off 4, enter that restart zone. The 28 of Barry Tollison will be your control car on this restart. See the 58 looking to the inside of the 1 of Tyler Barnes. That's Johnny Hurst. One able to clear on the outside. Johnny will settle down into P3. Eric Copperthorne's going to go high. The 67 is going to look underneath of the 98. Ben Ryan will complete the pass on Copperthorne, who tags the wall on exit. That'll give the 30 of James Wagner a chance to get to his inside and complete a pass. Little bump on exit there. We go back, you'll see the 30 is able to clear the 98. A little wiggle there from 30 on the backstretch. Dylan Grace looking to the inside of the 98. 98 gets a great launch on that high line. See the 12 able to complete the pass on the 98 of Eric Copperthorne. It's going to move Dylan Grace up into the 6th spot. Single filed out in the front. Let's keep an eye back here. Biggest mover of the race as of right now, currently sitting P5, is the 30 of James Wagner. He is up 10 spots from where he started the race. Back out front with your leader, Barry Tollison. As he comes across, we have officially hit the halfway mark here at Martinsville Speedway. Lap 50 of 100. Barry Tollison with another dominant performance so far. Tyler Barnes in that number 1 machine currently riding P2. Great rebound from last week. Ben Ryan, the newcomer from Canada, riding P3 currently. Johnny Hurst, up one spot from where he started. He's currently sitting fourth. We take a look at the 77 with a clean race car. He's looking to make up the ground from that last caution. Looking to the inside of the 98 of Eric Copperthorne. Sprinkle is able to clear and take the 7th position away. The Ryan Hunter will follow on that inside line. As Copperthorne gets, that's going to bring out the caution. We'll have to go ride with Copperthorne and Hunter because that's where it happened. Ryan Hunter was looking to complete that pass on the inside. '98 goes up a little bit, touches the wall, scrapes the wall a little bit. The 12 doesn't have time to react, gets into the back of the 98, pushes him into the 27. Unfortunate there. Short track racing, though. Those quick reactions. It's tough. We'll see what race control thinks of that one. See the 28 coming in. Like the 28 has decided it is time to take some tires. Number 1 of Tyler Barnes back behind him in that third pit box doing the same. Like they've elected to take all 4. And with those pit stops, everything cycles back through. Here's your new race leader, is going to be the 30 of James Wagner. Christy Webb in the 363 is going to restart second on his outside. Adam Sprinkle has made his way back up through the field after that last caution. Back up to third. Pace car is going to dip off. We're going to go back racing here. 30 fires off on the inside line. A little wiggle from the 363 on the outside, but she's able to keep control of it. Little bump there to the 77. Oh, you see the 15 of Gary Miller, and there's a car around. Who's that? Here's it was Barry Tollison, I think, was the car that got sent around there. Barry looking to the outside of Gary Miller here. And Miller just comes up the track just a little bit. And that collects the 28 and the 1 of Tyler Barnes. Both were having really good runs tonight. Hopefully they don't take too much damage in that. See, they'll both come down pit road. Get whatever damage they do have repaired here. They're able to get out pretty quick, so it must have been pretty minor. Good news for the 28 and the 1. Ran up front all night tonight. Elected to go take tires. Go through the field here and see if we're seeing a lot of damage. 53 has nose damage. 5 of Sam Lucier looks good. I believe Ben Ryan has a clean car. Lights are off on the pace car. It is going to be dipping off of the track this time by. We will go back racing. They'll hit that restart zone. The 30 will get a great launch. The 77 will follow him. 77 able to clear the 363 of Christy Webb for P2. I don't think I need to comment on that last caution. I think we all saw it. We'll go to a quick commercial break real quick while these guys are pacing and getting their cars fixed. We're back here, lap 65 of 100. We are currently under caution. See the 30 of James Wagner, who was leading on that last restart, headed down pit road to get some damage taken care of. Biggest mover as of right now, up 12 spots from where he started, is the 5 of Sam Lucier. As we know, in racing, cautions breed cautions. And we have had quite a few of them here tonight. A lot of new members of the league today, so a lot of these people are driving together for the first time tonight. Pace car is going to dip off. Dylan Grace is going to lead them to green here in lap 67, coming to 68. They will exit 4. 12 will be the control car coming out of the restart zone. Great start for the 12 of Dylan Grace. We'll keep it on this camera angle to make sure that we make it through the lap. Ben Ryan looking to the inside of the 12. Great run on the inside for the 67 of Ben Ryan. He is able to clear and take P1 away from the 12 of Dylan Gray. Sam Lucier rounding out the podium at the moment. Riding with the 13 of Chris Ramsey here. "13 scrapes the wall just a little in his Sunny Delight Super Late model. And there's the contact. That 30 machine dealing with a lot of damage right now. Just isn't able to keep the car down. Drifts up just a little bit. Tags the 13. And a rough night for the 30 car. See the 32 of DJ Kenner here. Going to be getting a lap back. We'll see them get double filed up right here to make the way down the back stretch. Once they cross the stripe, we'll see them get doubled up and we will go back racing. Once again, here at Martinsville Speedway, Renegade Racing and the Thursday Night Thunder Series would like to thank Seibert Productions, owned and operated by Chris Seibert. Contact Seibert Productions for all your video and editing needs. Lights are off on the pace car. They are going to go back racing, and when they hit the stripe and go back racing, we will be 25 laps to go. Ben Ryan, your current leader, followed by the 12 of Dylan Grace, and everyone's favorite Canadian, Samuel Lucier. They'll roll out of turn 4, hit the restart zone. Be a little beating and banging, the 77 and the It has been a rough night here at Martinsville. Take a look here. We saw some cars getting a little, may have spun the tires on the restart, not real sure. The 77 is just going to tag the rear end of the 53 here. Robert Warrens was able to avoid that accident. So good news for the 95. And as I stated earlier, ladies and gentlemen, it's just one of those things. It's a lot of new drivers racing together for the first time. You don't know each other's braking zones. You don't know how each other drives. It's just, these things are going to happen. We have two cars tied at the moment for the biggest mover. You've got Sam Lucier up 13 spots, and the same with Robert Warnes. So both of our Canadians are up 13 spots from where they started the race tonight. Should see the lights go off on the pace car here. We will go back racing with 20 laps to go. A lot of beating and banging tonight. A lot of tore up race cars. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be there at the end? For those of you that can type in chat, let's hear who you think is going to walk away with this win tonight. They're going to roll out of 4 here. Ben Ryan will be your control car in the restart zone. Great start from the 67 of Ben Ryan. I have to see what happens here. I see the 12 around. And I see the 28 in the picture, so it appears we have contact between the 28 and the 12. Speed it up a little bit, and then we'll slow it down. Well, the 12 was just... was probably in his braking zone, and the 28 just comes out of nowhere like a bat out of hell. Get a look from the 28's angle here. Oh, there was contact with the 5 also. So we had contact between the 5, the 28, and the 12 there. We'll have to see what race control sees. That's not my job. Viper says, haha, nice. Go, go, Lucier. Is this going to be a podium? We will have to see. Let's go check out the 5 of Sam. If he took any nose damage there. The front end looks good on the 5 car. He has dropped back to 11th right now, though. And look out, folks. The 95. Had a rough go of it early, currently sitting second, up 16 spots. Tyler Barnes had a strong run the first half of the race. Caught up in a few there the second half, but here inside 15 to go, made his way back up into third. Lights are off on the pace car as we head down the backstretch. We will enter 3. Come out of 4, you will see Ben Ryan, the control car, in the restart zone. He will fire off. We will go green flag racing with 15 laps to go. '95 gets a good start on that outside. Looks to make a move. Thinks better of it. Checks up just a little bit. Like contact between the 27 of Ryan Hunter, the 363. Hunter looking to the inside of the 363. There's going to be a lot of mad sponsors. Going to be a lot of money in repairs on race cars this week. Well, unfortunately, that's league racing there, DJ. The schedule's set before the season even starts, so that's the only downfall when you open it up. And it is what it is. It'll get better as we go. This is a tough track, but I agree. It's a tough combo. New drivers, a tough track like Martinsville. It's always room for improvement, though. We'll head to Nashville Fairgrounds next week for 100 laps. They're going to go back racing with 10 laps to go, so it's only going to get more chaotic as the laps tick down here. Ten laps to go. Now 9 laps to go. Your leader, Ben Ryan. Robert Warren's looking to the inside of the one of Tyler Barnes. Robert able to clear. The one will shoot back to the inside of the 95. See, the one gives the 95 a little shot there. And while all this battling is taking place, Ben Ryan is trying to check out from the rest of the field. Does Tyler Barnes have enough left in those tires and in that car to close that gap and try to make a move on the 67 of Ben Ryan? Ben Ryan up 5 spots from where he started the race. Looking to bring home a win in his Renegade Racing debut. Coming to 4 to go. Ben Ryan still out front. Tyler Barnes doing everything he can to reel that 67 in. Big contact between the 95 and the 28 there. And Ben Ryan did not want to see that caution fly because he had checked out. See the 28 of Tollison and the 95 of Warren's here. '28 looking to the inside of the 95. Contact there. You'll see the 95 go high. He's trying to save it. He's coming back down and collects the 28. There's your caution. We knew business was going to pick up here as these laps tick down, and it certainly has. See the 77 of Sprinkle getting a lap back there. I believe we will have a green-white checkered finish here. They do have two. If something happens during the first, there are two green-white checkers here tonight. We've seen it all tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Beating and banging, tore up race cars. Liam's not here, so we haven't had anybody on the roof. So that's a positive. But Ben Ryan, your current leader, has really taken control here this last quarter of the race. Had a big gap, and I believe was just walking away from the field when that caution flew, so we know he wasn't happy about that caution. Because now he's got to deal with the one of Tyler Barnes on his outside, who's been good all night. Lights are out. We'll have 3 laps to go. We'll pop out and get a wider camera angle here so we can see the whole field on this restart. Hopefully the last restart of this race. Ben Ryan with another good restart. 98 of Eric Copperthorne looking to the inside of the 1 of Tyler Barnes. Look out, here comes the 58 of Johnny Hurst. Final lap. White flag is out here at Martinsville Speedway. Who's it going to be? Ben Ryan going to bring it home here at Martinsville Speedway. Good rebound by Eric Copperthorne after some early trouble. Comes home second. Tyler Barnes is going to come home third. We're going to throw a quick commercial up while we round these guys up for some interviews, and we will be right back with you.
Ruff-Neck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagner Welding. Wagner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
All right, let's get some drivers in here for some interviews. Tyler, it's Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Tyler, you had a strong run all night. You were running up front the whole first half of the race. It was wild out there tonight. Tell me what you were seeing behind the wheel.
Man, I regret pitting. I regret going in the back, but just glad to get back up there and be able to compete with these guys. These guys are fast.
Yeah, there's some fast guys here in Renegade, and there's new drivers coming in every day. But you're fast yourself, my friend. Like I said, you rode up front and held your own up there, and I got a little excited there that last restart, seeing you on the outside there. I was wondering if you had anything for Ben. Is there anything you could have done different? Were the tires gone, or
I think my shift point should have been a little bit better, but other than that, he had them starts down pat.
yeah, he had some good restarts there. Well, congratulations again on that P3 finish, Tyler. I'm going to give the floor to you. Any shout out sponsors, anybody you want to shout out, you go right ahead, brother.
I just want to shout out my son for sitting here watching me, and my wife. But other than that, God bless y'all, and I hope y'all have a great night.
Hey, thank you, buddy. We hope to see you again next week.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Great run, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was your P3 finisher, Tyler Barnes. And we're trying to get some race results up here. Nothing wants to work for me. Here we go. Eric Copperthorne, it's Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, Tim.
Eric, crazy race, my friend. It was a crazy race. Lots of cautions, lots of torn up race cars, but you're able to salvage a P2 out of the night. Tell me a little bit about your night.
Well, I think it's a little bit of luck and the good timing that, and unfortunately, if not had one, if not two crashes, which caused a yellow, and just happened to be avoiding the wrecks at the right time and make my way up there. And the last couple of laps, it was nice to have a little bit of racing, but I don't think we ran more than 5 to 10 green flag laps at any given time.
Yeah, it was a rough one tonight, but I was sitting there talking to the chat during the broadcast, and Martinsville's not an easy track, especially for a group of people that are racing together for, we had a lot of new names in the field, I guess I should say, tonight, and a lot of new driving styles out there, so everyone was trying to adjust on the fly. Martinsville's not the easiest track. You're at the right place at the right time there at the end, though. Did you have anything left in the car? Did you have anything for Ben, or was the car just too beat up and the tires too far gone to be able to get past him?
I was fighting with a car, I think the one at the last couple of laps, and I didn't get enough of a feel for the last 2 or 3 laps to determine whether or not my tires were any good. By the time I cleared the one and got into a rhythm, I'm not sure if I was going to catch him or not, but it all happened too quick at the end because green, white, checkered. You only really have that 3 laps to kind of do something. And for 2 of them, I was fighting the one.
Right. Well, like I said, right place, right time, early trouble. You come home P2. Great run tonight. Anybody you want to shout out, sponsors? The floor is yours, my friend.
I've just got to thank these Renegade guys, the patience, because this is taking a lot of patience for these guys to manage this, and race control, between Dougie and Tim, they kind of did a good job tonight. It's very difficult, frustrations, but I think they did a great job, and I got hats off to them. And great time, watching the broadcast. You're doing a great job on that, and really love that. And families likes to watch that afterwards. So they're doing a good job.
Well, we do what we can here. We appreciate you being a part of the Ruff-Neck community and the Renegade community. You're a great guy to have around. Congratulations again on that P2. Eric, you have a good night, and I guess we'll see you next Monday for some super speedway racing.
Hope to be there. Enjoyed it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, sir. Ben Ryan, it's Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy, yeah.
So, wild race, Ben. Wild race. A lot of tore up race cars, like I was saying with Eric there. You're able to squeak out a win here in your Renegade debut. Tell me a little bit about the race, what you saw out there. Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty clean race up front there at the beginning, and we're just kind of hanging on. I was kind of assuming we were just going to run it out the full 100, but then Barry kind of drug us down pit road there, and and he got in a bad situation there, but I was able to squeak by and drive back up through the field, so it worked out great for me.
Right. How were you feeling on that last that green-white checkered? You had the one who had he was having a solid run earlier in the race of Tyler Barnes. Were you worried about him? Were you confident in the car? Did you feel like you had it in the bag? Tell me about that last restart.
I was pretty confident in the car. I wasn't so sure if I was confident in myself, so I just had to make sure I got a good restart. And once I got a good restart, then I kind of had the confidence that I could make a couple laps. But I was kind of concerned about overdriving into one and it just ending badly. But they all ran pretty clean, and I was able to break away and get away for the green-white checkers there.
Absolutely. It looked great from the booth. You say you weren't as confident in yourself, but you look like you knew exactly what you're doing. You were able to bring home a win. Any sponsors, anybody you want to shout out, go right ahead.
Just what's on my car. It's my family business, Maritime Car Wash there. So there's that and all the products that we sell that are also on the race car there. So just shoot them out.
Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you here in Renegade Racing. Congratulations again on a win in your debut race. And we hope to see you next week at Nashville Fairgrounds.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And thanks for Johnny and you guys for broadcasting it. It's been a great night.
Yes, sir. You have a good night, Ben.
Yeah, you as well.
That was Ben Ryan, your race winner here at Martinsville Speedway. Renegade Racing Thursday Night Thunder Series. It was a wild one, ladies and gentlemen. The finish was exciting. We came down to a green-white checkered. Take a look at your race results here. Ben Ryan is going to come home with the win in his debut race. Eric Copperthorne, early trouble, able to recover. Right place, right time. Comes home second tonight. Tyler Barnes, solid run up front the first half of the race. Things got a little iffy after the choice to go down and take tires, but he's able to recover and bring home a third place finish. Johnny Hurst comes out fourth tonight. James Wagner, after quite a bit of damage, able to salvage a P5, which is impressive with how beat up that car was. Richard Jackson is going to come home sixth. Sam Lucier comes home seventh. Ryan Hunter will come home eighth. Robert Warrens, ninth. Adam Sprinkle, after starting on the front row in the feature, is able to salvage a top 10. Dylan Grace will finish 11th. Gary Miller will come home 12th. Christy Webb, 13th. Barry Tollison, your pole sitter and early dominator here at Martinsville, will come home 14th. Chris Ramsey will come home 15th. DJ Kenner will come home 16th. Robert Healy will come home 17th. And Brian Tiffany will come home 18th. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a wild one. There's going to be a lot of cars being repaired in the garages as we prepare to head to Nashville Fairgrounds next week for 100 laps of short track action. We hope to see you all there. That's going to do it here at Ruff-Neck-Racing-Network. Appreciate the viewers, appreciate the drivers. Hope to see you all next week. Have a good night.